Okay, welcome back. Last time we managed to finish off the Messian building in Shinagawa, and then when we got to the end, we managed to find another demon summoner, and after we defeated them, they dropped a I think it was like a 4-door gem or a 4-door key, and then I went back and checked. Basically, I went back to the building in Yoyogi just to check, and it opened the sealed door there, which is where we actually managed to go and fight, I think it was Zochoten, and we managed to defeat that. So then we went back to Shinagawa and went in the mansion there, and fought Kumoku-ten. I'm also just returning all my demons to the comp just for now, in an effort to save just a little bit of magnetite. And also, since I've now been everywhere else, I have access to, and I have no idea where to go otherwise, so I assume I now have to go all the way over to Ikebukuro, despite the fact that we were told specifically by Takeshi, hey, don't go over there. And well, now we're gonna have to figure out why he said not to go over there. Hey there, bud, I don't want any trouble, I'm just scavenging the area to see if I can find something valuable. Fair enough, buddy, you know what? In this post-apocalyptic world, you do you, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Okay, I also found some stairs. You know what, I'm gonna quickly investigate. Is there anything in any of these side rooms? No? Because I imagine this kind of just loops back around. I'm just gonna run from Lilims, because they aren't really worth fighting. Because I imagine they probably give like 40 EXP now. And honestly, I kind of want to save my stuff. I want to save my MP and everything just on the off chance. I save it, but at the same... Okay, that's just one Fornius, I could have fought that. Also, I would like to thank Ibaraki Doji for being an enemy that dropped a super powerful... Well, not a super powerful weapon. Just a much stronger base weapon for Yuka, because now she has base 70 attack or something. It only hits once, which is a bit of a downside, but on the plus side, it means she can actually do damage. So she isn't hitting things for basically 0. And can we find an exit here? That's just a pile of corpses. This game loves having just piles of corpses around, huh? And is this an exit? No. I imagine we must be getting pretty close to an exit here. Either that or some stairs, something. I'm just gonna keep running away from all of these. And also, I probably should actually be fighting them to try to get some magnetite back. Because, well, that's 3 werewolves. Fortunately, we can just talk to those guys. And that's 4 Decarabias. Don't want to fight those. And we just get away from those. And we did manage to find an exit, so that is very nice. So now, where are we? Okay, so we come out at Zoshigaya. And, okay, we get stopped immediately. Kazuya, man, I told you not to come here. I didn't want to have to be forced to take you in myself. Oh well, there's no sense worrying about it now. Come on, it's time for you to be judged. Like, you don't fight him or anything. Like, Kazuya and Yuka just go quietly. Okay? This is the court of Emperor Enma Lord Yama. Here, accused of maliciously manipulating demons for trial of Kazuya, in other words, you, will be held. Be sure to mind your manners around Lord Yama. Okay, so now we're being put on trial for being a protagonist, I suppose. Herewith, let record know that the trial of demon summoner Kazuya has begun. Kazuya, you cannot deny that you've been using a demon summoning program to summon, control, and bind demons to your will. The evidence is plain as day. Doing so is in flagrant disregard to the contract signed between demons and humans since time immemorial. Now, while such a deed is at face value something difficult to excuse, in such times as these with such extreme circumstances, it can be seen as understandable. Therefore, if you agree to my request, thus demonstrating that you are using your demon's to reach an honourable end, I shall forgive everything and permit you to continue. I want you to help hamper the completion of the symbol of the Messians, the cathedral. Will you do it? Basically, if you say yes, you align yourself with chaos, and it basically just pushes you towards the chaos route. I imagine if you say no, I'm probably gonna have to fight this guy, and it'll probably push me towards law. However, basically, there's no way you come through this area without getting at least slightly pushed, I think. But I'm still gonna say no. Okay, so, what You refuse? Here, in my compassion, I give you a chance to redeem yourself, and you reject it. Then you shall rot in prison and regret your crimes. Get this miscreant out of my sight. This man is out here calling me a miscreant. Honestly, this man is on his Miss Finster grind. I hope someone gets that joke. We've got to find a way to get out of here. Let's just keep talking to Yuka. What should we do? Don't just sit there helping me think of something. Is anyone here? Nope, the steel bars won't bunch an inch. No way, I just went the wrong way again. Yep, those steel bars sure aren't moving. Oh, hey, someone's here. Okay, well, I guess we're getting let out. And, damn it, I told you not to come here. Look, I owe you one, so I let you out of here, but whatever you do, don't go to Ueno. Listen to me this time. You are let outside. So now, well, we are now free to roam around in Ikebukuro, or at least this prison. And now, since we're in assumably a higher level area, I'm actually going to summon my demons back up. So I want Kylin, I want the werewolf, I'm going to put Hobgoblin onto back burner for now. I'm going to summon up, wait, what? Oh no. Your alignment was opposite that demon's, so you can't summon it. Okay, that means I've definitely been pushed slightly towards law. Okay, so I'm currently slightly law aligned. That isn't ideal, but I can still work around it. Unfortunately, this means I can't use Ibaraki Doji for a little bit, and I will need to actually get out of here and do a couple of things. It needs to push me slightly on towards chaos, so I might start healing the Gaian healer just for a little bit. Like, if I heal the Gaian healer for a little bit, it'll push me back towards chaos. However, I need to get out of here, because I don't know how well I can fight these guys. I also don't know what level they are, but also Hobgoblin's taken an absolute beating. So I'm going to, it's probably not in my best judgment here, but I'm going to use my one remaining smoke ball to just get out of this fight. And of course we got jumped by something else immediately. Let's try to negotiate with this thing. Let's be friendly with it. We'll act unfazed, and it's going to fight us. So I'll just run for it like a big hero, because I don't know what level the enemies in here are. And apparently I'm just going to get jumped every time I walk through this door, so I might as well try to fight them now. Okay, let's try Hammer. Let's try Maragion. Let's try Mazanma. Let's just shoot at them. And let's try Mazio. Because I figure I might as well throw every type of magic I have at these things and see if anything sticks. Okay, they reflect fire, and Hobgoblin is dead. That isn't great. However, I do now have important information, because Hammer did not get reflected, meaning, okay, of course, Kazuya somehow managed to miss a stationary target. However, Hammer now that I know that Hammer cannot get reflected, I feel a lot safer, because that means I can try my hammer, and if it does hit something, it'll just instantly kill it, and it still missed. Also, I don't know what the difference. Like, if Hammer hits multiple targets anyway, if regular Hammer hits multiple targets anyway, what is the purpose of my Hammer existing? Okay, let's try negotiating. We'll lower our weapon. Okay, let's approach. Honestly, I don't even know why I don't know why I bother. I try to be compassionate and friendly to every demon in this game, and all they do is try to murder me. What? Like, look, I get that they're demons. I get it. They're demons. I get it. Do they all have to be jerks? Every single one of them. Like, why are they all jerks? Like, I know that they're just kind of out here living, that they're just trying to do their own thing, but I'm out here trying not to die, and they are all trying to murder me. So you know what? I'm just gonna throw hands with them now, and hopefully I'll kill one of them. At least I'll kill one of them this turn. Okay, there goes one, and Gozuki takes... that hit pretty hard, but we did manage to bring it down, and we got a decent bit of EXP, but we got no Magnetite, and honestly, Magnetite is something I'm starting to get a little bit worried about, and I don't really know why. Actually, while I'm here, okay, I have 7,200. Okay, that's a lot of enemies. I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run from these guys. I'm just gonna make a run for it. And we got away. Okay, so can I please walk one step without getting into a fight? And Esuma won't even help me here. Okay, so 7183. Okay, we lose 6 magnetite per step. That is good information to have, because, well, as we all know, magnetite... Basically, I need to have magnetite at all times to be able to keep my demons out. And, well, being able to keep my demons out is pretty handy. And by that, I mean, I'll probably die if I don't have them eventually. I mean, actually, I say that, but honestly, Kazuya and Yuka are pretty powerful. So let's just hopefully find our way through here. Because I'll be totally honest, I have no idea where I'm going. Okay, that's an on-cart. Wait, on-cart? Hey, I know this guy! Let's be friendly. We'll identify ourselves. Tell me what you want. Make it our minion. Okay, wants a little bit of money. That's okay. That's a steep bit of magnetite, but okay. It wants a little bit more money. What's it want now? A bit more money? Okay. What's it want now? Bit more money? Okay, sure. What do you want now? That's a lot of magnetite, but that's okay. But now we have on-cart. And now I can negotiate with on-cart. Honestly, the main reason I wanted it was because I remember it from Nocturne. Please tell me if this is chaos. No, it's law-aligned. Great. Oh, wait, that's actually super strong. I'm putting that on the team. Wait, it's law-aligned. I shouldn't, because it'll push me more towards law. I'll leave it for now, but I probably should use it, because on-cart seems pretty powerful. I mostly remember on-cart because I used one in Nocturne. Oh, we found some stairs. Okay, I'll come back here. I'll make my way back here, but I want to check out the rest of this floor. Okay, Sani Yaka, I can probably just beat this thing up. I don't know what that did, but it didn't kill everyone, so we should be okay. So I mostly remember on-cart because I used one in Nocturne, because I remember in that game, you use it for a while, then it evolves into Hanuman, and then after it becomes Hanuman, you use it for a bit longer, and eventually it evolves into Satan Taisei. And that was a super good demon in Nocturne. I really liked having it on my team. I think I actually had it on my end game team. So let's take a threatening approach this time. Okay, we'll intimidate it. I don't know what glua means. Okay, you know what? I'll leave it alone. If it's gonna run away, that's perfectly okay by me. And we got 1 bead. Okay, we didn't kill it, but we apparently managed to defeat it somehow. Okay, this thing, look, this thing looks like something that would be weak to it. This looks like something that would be weak to hammer. Well, if nothing else, we managed to hit both of them with hammer. Let's go. I think that thing might actually legitimately be weak to hammer. And if it is, I'm always going to use that as soon as it pops up now. And let's try to talk to Mezuki. Let's be threatening with it. It's trying to run away. I'll just leave it alone. If something's, like, if a demon tries to run away, I'm just gonna leave it alone for now, I think. Okay, let's make fun of it. It's gotten pretty upset. Let's make a joke. Okay, it seems intent on fighting me. Okay, let's try hammer on this thing. Basically, I want to see how hammer works on basically every enemy I find now. Mostly because if I can insta-kill an enemy, I will be pretty happy with it. Mostly because if I can get... Basically, I'm working on the logic of, if I can kill something for a very low trade-off, I will be more than happy with it. And Yuka is pretty low on health, and that is Cellulux. I feel like I can just negotiate with these guys now. Okay, let's act unfazed. No, we aren't gonna approach it. Okay, fine. This should be weak to light. There's no way that this thing isn't weak to light. I refuse to believe that it's... Like, look, this thing, it's of the Knight class. Like, it's Knight. It should be weak to it. Well, it killed 1. Did we kill 2? No, we only got 1. And hopefully Miragi... Okay, Miragi doesn't actually do all that much to anyone here. Either these things have really weak... Either those things have really weak magic, or everyone just apparently resists fire. And these things apparently resist sword attacks fairly well. So let's just do auto fight, I guess, and hopefully get rid of these guys. Okay, 1's nearly dead, and now we should just finish off this other one. 10 out of 10, I will call that a success. And we got no magnetite for it. Great. Anyone in here? I killed a demon in the name of God. I'm good, but I made God very happy. So I imagine all of these cells are going to be either empty or have Messians in them. Because, well, it seems logical that the Gaians would be arresting Messians, I threw my life away for God anytime. I'm not afraid to die. Okay, that's you know, that's another kind of just like classic. Okay, Tamamo. Let's try to take a friendly approach to this. It's ignoring me. I'll identify myself. Okay, that works. And Gozuki, I don't have this on my team, but I can be threatening with it, I think. It's just one of them. Let's approach it. Yes. Okay, now it just runs away like a big hero. And I'm just going to run away from Cellulux, mostly because they seem to always appear in groups of 4. And, well, groups of 4 are kind of hassle to deal with. Anyone in here? Anyone at all? I have no regrets dying for the advances of the Messiah Church. I only wish I could have looked upon the cathedral in all of its glory before I died. Fair enough, I guess. I say fair enough, I guess, but, like, that's still kind of both sad and a bit messed up. But then again, I imagine that, like, I suppose it was, like, the Messiah Church is very much, like, all in. Like, the Messiah Church is very much, like, fully committed on, like, it is, like, it says it's a church, but it's definitely more of a cult than anything else. Can I please stop running into a fight after every single door? Like, I walked through this door and I just got jumped at 5 times. There we go. So now, okay, I managed to make it 2 steps through the door this time. And I probably should just fight these things, but I don't know what Turdark is weak to. And I have gone the wrong way. I turned in 1 door too early, I think. Fortunately, I think I can still probably just fight my way out of this. And when in doubt, okay, I say I can probably fight my way out of this. I feel pretty comfortable saying I can. Domina completely missed though, so that's less ideal. Fortunately, it's just 1 Sorutahiko, so I feel like I can probably beat it down. However, that thing hit pretty hard. Fortunately, I feel like I can DPS race it and win. And there we go, there goes that, and here comes 4 Turdarks, because of course they always appear in groups of 4. Okay, let's smile in sincerely, and let's ignore it. Let's ignore it again. Oh no, it called another one. I'm gonna run away like a big hero, because I don't think I can beat 5 of these things. I'll be totally honest, I don't know if I can beat 5 of those things. Like, normally I'd be perfectly up to, like, try to figure it out, see if I can, but I genuinely doubt I can. Especially since I don't know what everyone has, and I don't know what it's weak to. Like, I feel like eventually I would win out in that fight, but it's also just a dangerous one that I don't really want to have to risk. Especially if there's a boss later in here, and I imagine there will be, because we did see Yama. Like, we've already seen Yama, we already know he has a sprite, so I imagine I'm probably gonna have to fight him to get out of here. Okay, Saniyaka, I know that I can just cast Hama on this thing, and I'm gonna cast Mahama as well, just on the off chance that I miss one, and Yuka kills both of them, I think? Okay, good job, Yuka, she just killed them both. And we get a nice bit of EXP and 120 Magnetite. However, we are definitely starting to run low. We're starting to run low on Magnetite, mostly because I'm very content. I think I may have been too content. Wait, what did that say? I think I may have been too content to just, like, let everything go. Like, I think I may have been a bit too content to basically just give every demon whatever they wanted for negotiation purposes. I feel like I've been a bit too lenient on that, I think. So that's definitely something I should improve on. However, at the same time, it's something that I think I never really improved on. Because, well, that's just how I play SMT. I kind of just give the demons whatever they want for negotiations. And that's 3 Tsuruhikos. I am going to run for it. And I also need to keep an eye on the moon cycle because it's nearly a full moon. And I know I can't negotiate with demons on a full moon. Never mind, it's going the opposite way, because I was just on a full moon, apparently. So it's actually a fair bit off, so I'm not too worried about that now. And fortunately, if it's just 1 Mezuki, I can just beat them up. And let's try... Actually, you know what? Let's try Hammer on this guy, see how it works. And let's also try to hit him with a Palimpa, and then just hit him with everything else, I suppose. I do want to conserve MP on Yuka, though, because she has no way to restore it at all. Okay, they reflect that. I do not want to fight these guys. Okay, I've now officially decided I do not want to fight these guys at all if I can avoid it. Because I have no way to fight them, really, other than just kind of auto-fighting them to death. Because, well, they reflect my main magic source. Like, they reflect my main source of damage, and also, well, they reflect hammer, and also, like, I need to conserve Yuka's MP, because she has no way to recover it at all. Because it turns out, there doesn't appear to be a way to recover it in this game. Like, actually, that's... No, wait, I know how to do it. But I need to go back to a shop to do it. Basically, I need to buy Hiranyas. I need to just buy a ton of Hiranyas, I think. And from there, I should be okay. Fortunately, I can just use life stones to patch everyone else up. And honestly, if it didn't require going through so many menus, I wouldn't be too bothered about using them a whole bunch. And once again, Cellulook appears in a group of 4. What a surprise! Like, I genuinely don't think these things ever appear in a group smaller than 4. And I can just talk to Oncart. Will it give me something? Of course it won't. However, I don't need to worry about fighting it, and let's quickly just head down these stairs. I also just noticed we are on the 4th floor. This is going to be super dangerous. Like, it took me so long to get through that 1st floor. Like, I need to get down to the base floor. So, assumably, that is the 1st floor. So, is there anything in here? There is one Mazuki. So, let's just fight my way through, I suppose. But I do need to be careful, because I don't have a way to recover MP. Like, I do have a Suma, which is like a full party, full recovery thing. But obviously, I really don't want to use that unless I absolutely have to. So, hopefully I never have to. Fortunately, we managed to get away from those Mazukis, and we didn't get jumped again, so that's very welcome. Anyone in here? Anything? Okay, that's actually a Gaian prisoner. Demons are the enemies of humanity. What's so bad about me killing them? That's fair. I was right, and I'm not afraid to admit it. So, kind of interesting that that guy uses the Gaian sprite. Like, that's just like the generic Gaian person sprite. So, apparently there may be some kind of dissent among the Gaians as well. Of just like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be working with these guys. I don't know what a curse does in this game, and I'm kind of worried to find out. I'm just gonna run for it and see if I have a means to get rid of a curse. Because, well, I don't know what it does. I've always, like, every time I've gone to a healer, I've always seen what the option does. What does the Fuma Bell do? I forgot to check. Let's try Mipatra and see what it does. There was no effect. So I don't know if I can actually get rid of this curse, and I don't know what it'll do, but for now, I'll just keep an eye on it, I suppose. Okay, it seems to be ticking this health down very slowly. I broke into a Gaian temple and killed several of their followers. I was captured, but God will surely bless me for fulfilling his will. Okay, I mean, that is kind of extreme, but then again, a lot of things in this game are very extreme. And I genuinely don't know what to do here. Because I'm still cursed. Well, my werewolf is still cursed. So its health is just chipping away. I don't have a means to recover it. I don't have a means to heal it from that. I don't have a means to run away from everything. I don't like this Tamamo thing. It worries me a lot. Okay, let's act scared. And, okay. So, if I do know I was warned about one thing about Tamamo in advance, and that thing is, it actually reflects sword attacks. So basically, if I tried to just auto-fight it to death, I would lose. Which, you know, that is good information to have. I'm very glad that someone told me that in advance, because otherwise, I probably would have died to it. However, this also means that my werewolf is useless, my Kailin is useless, and Senri is kind of just here, but Senri also has a ton of MP, so I'm not too worried about using it. I really wish that Senri did have... One thing I wish Senri did have, though, is some form of healing spell, because then I could just use that to patch everyone up. But evidently, we don't have that, so I also need to just quickly get through this as much as I can, because Tamamo apparently has a ton of health as well, because, well, Okay, here's the thing. It doesn't seem like it does all that much in the way of damage. Actually, you know what? Let's try this. How much does a regular attack do? Because it says it reflects sword, but I don't know how that works. Okay, the attack was reflected, so it does reflect attacks from regular demons as well. Fortunately, Tamamo's own attacks don't seem like they do all that much damage. So this should finish it off now, I think. There we go. Goodbye, Tamamo. That kind of sucked to have to fight, not gonna lie. But fortunately, we can just kind of beat this guy down. I know I can beat Mezki without too much hassle. And I think what I'm gonna do, I feel fairly content to let the werewolf just drop. Like, if the werewolf drops, I can heal it and revive it with Kylin. And that puts me at an advantage, because, I'll be honest, it has 98 MP, and I honestly have no use for that MP. Let's take a threatening approach. We'll approach it. Okay, it ran away like a big hero. I love it when the demons run away like a big hero. Okay, anyone in here? Anything at all? There's nothing here. Okay, so... I need to go this way. And that is 5 of those. Let's run away from that. And yes, I know that I'm running away from a lot of enemies in here. I probably shouldn't, but I'm genuinely concerned about a lot of these enemy types. So that is genuinely why I'm starting to just run away from so many of them. Because my demons also just don't level up at all. Like, your demons in this game do not level up. They are the level... Like, you get them at their level, and they will stay at that level until the end of... Until you get rid of them, basically. Fortunately, I do need to keep an eye on Kylin, because I need to keep its SP, well, MP, just a teensy bit higher than the current... Actually, no, I think it needs 12 to cast Rakam, so we should be good from there. But basically, if Werewolf gets dropped, I'm not too worried about it, which is kind of convenient, because, well, it's probably going to drop fairly soon. Also, I know that Saruta Hiko has access to Diarahan, and Diarahan kinda sucks to have to work around, not gonna lie. Okay, let's just check out these couple of dead ends before I double check that room. Building a church costs money. What's the matter of stealing a little to do so? Okay, so even if they don't use the exact same palette and sprites, these are Messiahs, I assume. Oh, okay, I found Steven. Ah, Kazuya, we meet again. The head of this place, Yama, is judging and sentencing all sorts of people. The judgment itself is indeed fair, but it's based on ethical standards of chaos, so if you don't hold the same values, you could be in real trouble. If you ever need help from me, feel free to come back and see me. Wait, he healed me. He just healed my full party. Oh, absolutely bless you, Stephen. You wonderful, wonderful being. You absolute legend. Thank you, good sir. Okay, I will actually... if you defeat Neo, you should be able to get out of this prison. Okay, now I just have to find Neo, I suppose. I'm also suddenly very glad that I checked out that way. And that is another dead end. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to fight these. I'm suddenly feeling a lot happier about this. It's because I know I can go back and heal whenever I need to. So let's fight these guys. Just wipe out these Saniyakas. And let's see how many can we kill in one move. Hama only hits 2, so apparently we can kill 2. However, I now know I can just one-shot kill those things anytime they appear. That is super helpful, and they also give a ton of EXP and Magnetite and everything. That is wonderful, and why can I go back up the stairs here? That is something I'm going to have to remember. However, okay, we got jumped by one Mezuki, but I feel like I can still get through that without too many issues. I kind of wish I had access to a terminal here, though, because I would like to be able to go back to a Heretic Mansion soon. But, that's free Tsuruhikos. I'm gonna run from these guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go back, talk to Steven again. I'm gonna heal, I'm gonna save again. Wait, did I save earlier? I think I did. Anyway, I'm gonna end today's episode off here, and in the next one, we're gonna continue on with this dungeon, prison, where we'll hopefully be able to find our way out of here. So I'll hopefully see you all for that in the next one. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.